away for the 4th, you might be screwed. And no one has the nards to take the blame for the brewing travel nightmare that might see thousands of flights canceled or heartlessly delayed. AAA is predicting 48 million people will travel by car and air this glorious 4th holiday. And while many of us will be eager to party elsewhere, we may be forced to sit in stinky airports nibbling Auntie Anne's pretzels with strangers. The airline industry got $54 billion in COVID relief because they were too big to fail, tried too dumb to survive. In their infinite and well-buoyed wisdom, airlines furloughed hundreds of thousands of employees. And get this, they encouraged pilots to retire early in the middle of a pilot shortage. Long before the pandemic, there were too few Roger Murdochs and Clarence Overs in those lonely cockpits. Maybe big airlines assumed we were all going to die, that we'd all eaten the fish, and no one would ever fly again. So they also told the few remaining pilots to take a powder and move to the villages. So now pilots from Delta to Southwest are picketing like it's a Latvian garbage strike, and we're the ones who will be left waiting in interminable lines, trying to keep our cool while hot under the collar mansplainers yell at exhausted airline customer service reps. So what's the solution? Obviously, start selling black market baby food at an unethical markup and fly private. It's really the only solution to a government-created problem that gives money, excuses, and plenty of cover to entire sectors whose heads are so far lodged up their own cargo compartments, they can't hear the faint cries of distressed customers who are the ones drowning from the fallout of the big COVID bailout. And that's the memo. Just this week, more than 2,000 flights have already reportedly been canceled. Talk about a flightmare. Don't pinch me. If you're flying and you're lucky to get on a plane, some travelers say, prepare for a long trip.
Travel with a pillow and a blanket and water once you go through security.
Make sure you have your toiletries. Make sure you have some food so you're good and full when you get on that plane.
Yeah, I'm going to be good and full. I already got my little Fireball bottles. What? How much worse will it get? The Man panel is back. Tim Carney, Richard Fowler, and Dave Smith. How much worse will it get, Tim? You tell me everything.
I wouldn't fly, and I really mean this. As a patriotic American, you should stay home. You should not even get in your car. You should walk down the street to the nearest fireworks show, because that's what America is. It's really local displays of patriotism. It can get a lot worse in those airports. I mean, these are bad, but I remember it being worse. And when you're spending the night in the airport, your week, your weekend, everything is just ruined. There's not enough competition in this industry for a variety of reasons, and they know that people are going to keep coming back until those people say, you know what? I'm going to stay closer to home, and I'm going to go down to the corner, and I'm going to watch our local Boy Scouts put on their fireworks show.
Can you fly with fireworks, Richard, and bring them to the airport?
You cannot.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Wait, hold on. Okay. So, Richard, what's the solution? Just fire everybody?
Listen, my solution is to support the flight attendants and the pilots who are saying that we should get higher wages. To your point in your monologue, here's the truth. These airlines got billions of dollars from the federal government. They didn't pass any of that money on to their workers. And now they're asking their workers to work longer hours for less pay. And to me, that sounds unfair. I'm just saying. Yeah,
well, a lot of the pilots took a powder. So what do you do, Dave? Obviously, we need free market solutions here, and the more the government gets involved, the worse it gets. Why is that?
Well, because, that's what the government does, and so that's always going to be the case. What do you do here? I mean, you could start by dropping this ridiculous requirement that pilots have to be vaccinated. And in fact, one Southwest pilot was just saying the other day that this is at the heart of this entire thing. They're passing over resumes of qualified pilots because they're not vaccinated. A whole bunch of pilots retired early for that reason, because they didn't want to get the vaccine. And as we all know at this point, this is just so stupid. It has nothing to do with keeping anybody safe. Look, I'm unvaccinated, and I had COVID like 3.5 weeks ago. I'm safer than any vaccinated person. is. And this whole thing is just so stupid. Like the idea that someone who was double vaccinated in the summer of 2021 is somehow safer for other people than someone who had COVID this year. No science backs that up, but we're still insisting on this dumb policy. And it's awful. I mean, think about how many holidays have been robbed from the American people over the last 2.5 years. I mean, even last Christmas, Fauci was still telling people not to go, like eat outside in the middle of December or something like that, and people want to go and be with their families. I appreciate what Tim said, and I do kind of agree with the spirit of that, but there's also people who want to go and be with their families, and it's necessary for them to get on a plane to do so. Look, I'm the exception. I travel every weekend, and I'm not leaving on the 4th of July weekend, but it's still bugging me. Hopefully I'll see you out there in Vegas for Freedom Fest, Kennedy, if we can get on our flights.
Yeah, we're gonna be at Freedom Fest. Worst case scenario, I'm gonna Thelma and Louise it with my daughters, and we're gonna drive from LA to Vegas if for some reason.
Not the off the cliff part though.
No,
the driving part.
And we're gonna find Brad Pitt at some point. I think that's gonna be pretty spectacular. But yeah, no, I'm flying. I'm traveling. I'm going to see family. We're going to celebrate the 4th the way we do every year around a bunch of uppity rich people, and we're gonna light Roman candles in their faces out of love. That is out of love and patriotism.